A guy is sprawled over the seats at a theater. The show is over, so the usher tells him he has to leave. The guy just slurs some gibberish. The usher says, "Come on, fella, we all just want to go home." Again, the guy doesn't move and just slurs some gibberish. So the usher goes to get the theater manager and tells him there's a drunken person sprawled over a row near the back orchestra who won't leave. The manager approaches him and says, "It was a great show, but the actors are gone and we have to close up, so please move." Again, the guy just mutters something incoherent. So the manager calls the police. The cop comes, walks up to the guy, and says, "Hey, bud, what's your name?" The guy replies in a hushed voice, "John." The cop says, "So, where are you coming from, John?" John answers, "The balcony." A cheapskate dies, and his will asks that he be buried at sea. Per his wishes, his wife has him cremated, and he goes to the waterfront with an urn full of his ashes to release them into the Atlantic. "Henry," she says, "you know that fancy leather purse I wanted all my life and you said it was too much? Well, I sold your company for a fortune, and I bought the nicest purse they had at Gucci." "And Henry," she says, "you know that trip to the Caribbean I always wanted to take, but you said a trip to the mall is all I'm worth? Well, I have a world cruise booked for 90 days, and it will be wonderful." "And Henry," she continues, "you know that red Honda Accord I had been hoping for the last 5 years, and you laughed and told me that I should be glad you gave me a 10-year-old Kia to drive? Well, I bought a Mercedes convertible instead, and it drives like a dream." "Oh, and Henry," she says, "you know that you always wanted? Well, here you go." And with those words, she puts the ashes in her hand and blows them out to sea. My wife left me for another man. All that's left now is a miserable, pointless life, with seemingly the only way out. And while he's going through all that, I'll be down at the pub with my friends every night. We put a lot of effort into making you smile, so please subscribe to me for new jokes. Stay happy.